Hey guys, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with our Worm Factory 360. Been struggling with the mites in here, and more importantly than that, the Springtails. That is not eggshell in there, guys. That is all Springtails. It's been really frustrating for me, and I've been trying to think if I changed anything around the time that their population started booming. And the only thing I can come up with is I started feeding a little bit of citrus because of the scraps I've been getting from my friends. And the other thing was that I started using some of the coconut coir that I had left over from starting my seeds. And I'm wondering if that perhaps is my problem, if somehow they're attracted to that, or there's some sort of larvae, or I don't know, that can be dormant inside the dried cocoa coir. But just a theory. Let me know if you've ever had a similar problem with your bins. You know, again, it's not harming anything, but their numbers are just getting to be a bit ridiculous in here. So I'm trying to decide what to do, or if I should just, you know, let nature play its course in here, but it's not the prettiest thing to look at right now. But the good thing is that there's more worms in here this week, and this was a brand new tray. So I wasn't sure if they would move up, but especially in this little pocket over here, there were a good number of worms. I don't know where it went now. But yeah, they're definitely in here pretty thick. I thought we would take a peek at the tray below, see how that was finishing up processing, since that had been loaded down with Springtails as well. And then we'll definitely give a feeding to this tray, because all of the food that we put in here pretty much is gone. So we'll peek below and feed this bin up. Okay, so this is our tray beneath our brand new feeding tray. And I wanted to see if our worm population was still pretty high down here and how it was looking. And I'm relatively pleased. Obviously the Springtails are still going to town. The cabbage is actually attracting more worms than I would have expected. This was down below the cabbage. They didn't show that cabbage attention for quite some time, and now they seem interested. Go figure that one out. Yeah, there's definitely more worms, I think, down in this tray than our new one. However, they did get through all the food in the new tray, so I'll still feed this up. But I still have a slight citrus smell in here, which is pleasant. I actually am liking it. But all of the worms look really healthy. I think I'm going to definitely reduce the amount of coconut coir that I use in my bins and kind of start doing my old way with just the shredded cardboard and paper, and see if that has any effect on our Springtail population. So let me grab a little bit of food. I'll put this new tray up top again, and we will add a feeding. Okay guys, so it's going to be a boring feeding. This was thawed food that I actually let sit on my counter almost a whole week. And it's got a huge end of some celery in here, which they don't usually get into when it's not frozen first. So I'm hoping that since it was frozen and thawed, that we'll have a little party in there pretty soon. I'm trying to see what this... Oh, this is also another bottom of celery. So I'm going to leave this be. The moisture content is a hair on the dry side of this coco coir, so I'm actually not going to add a whole lot more bedding, but I am going to add a little bit of shredded stuff over the top. And I might even lay one of my rags over the top as well and see what type of effect that has. Okay, for sake of time, I didn't shred up any cardboard, but I had some used paper towels here that I'm just going to lay over the top as like a barrier cover. And I added some eggshell beneath that, and I'm just going to lightly dampen this down, or else it won't really be a good food source for them. And I took that empty tray that was on top of this off as well, so that we can make sure this is getting adequate air, to see if that has an effect on our springtail population. So this now feels nice and moist all throughout. I'm going to throw the lid on it and come back next week and we will see how it is going. So if you don't mind, like this video, subscribe if you want some more content from me, and I'll be back pretty soon with some more updates.